Welcome to Stelbot Adventures. This is the beginning of a 2-week journey exploring Western New York. We decided to start off by spending the weekend camping at Ives Run COE Campground in Tioga, Pennsylvania. We turned left at the entrance and drove through the Ives Run recreation area. The park is located on Hammond Lake and is maintained by the Army Corps of Engineers. As we pulled into our campsite, we retrieved our parking pass from the post. We were surprised and very happy to find out that we had a partial lake view from our site. Early the next morning, we unfolded our bikes and set out to explore the campground.
Day use area, ball field, number 1. Ives Run South Picnic Shelter. There is the camp store. There's the South Picnic Shelter with ball field number 1, the South Ball Field. The hours are 8 a.m. until sunset, although I did see a boat arriving at about 7:15 this morning. There's North Picnic Shelter. If you're coming this way, this is where the beach area is. There's the volleyball stuff. Oh, somebody's having a birthday party. Beach area, swim section. Lakeside Picnic Shelter.
We biked through the camp loops and down to Pine Camp, which is where the primitive sites were. Pine Camp was located a mile away from the main campground and was accessible by a hilly dirt road.
C. Lynn Keller hiking trail. This is a long one, 5 miles, another 1.5 miles, another 0.7. However, we did not do it because, number 1, Liz is very tick conscious, and whenever there's a trail that's kind of narrow and a little overgrown like this, it makes her very nervous. And I totally understand. So, this is too narrow and overgrown for our tastes. I have no idea if it would get a little more, open up a little bit, but we weren't taking any chances. So this is about as far as we get. I'm sure the trail was beautiful.
We took a drive to the marina to scout out the kayak launch area for the next morning. We then spent the rest of the afternoon relaxing in the sun, reading, and playing card games. Teddy says I should draw one. All right. Now it's your turn.
Go ahead, Ted. What do you want?
Is there something in your hand? He sniffs a king. Or a 10.
Your turn.
I'm standing here at the kayak launch at Ives Run Campground, and behind me you can see sites 122 and 123 up the hill. They have the best sites for overlooking the lake. This kayak launch tends to have a life jacket loaner station. However, due to the pandemic, they are not offering it at this time. We have a gravel path that leads you down. Look at that. A nice, easy lunch. Here we are at the boat launch at Ives Run Campground, and the mooring sites are for campers only on a first-come, first-served basis. All you have to do is fill out a little form and drop it in the box.
At this site there are 3 camp hosts. They are not all on duty at the same time. We've pretty much seen just one that's on duty, so they might do rotations by weeks or something, we're not sure.
So if you want the best sites for the lake view, you want to choose sites numbers 122 or 123. They're just up the hill behind us, and you have a nice overlooking of the lake. However, if you want quick access to the marina, you want to choose sites 73 or 74 because they are right on the parking lot.
They can still see the lake, but you have all of the parking lot and all of the boats and cars in the way, so it's not as good.
But it's a stone's throw away from being on the marina. Good morning and welcome to the Ives Run Campground. This is our last day here and we just wanted to give you an overview of what we thought of the place. So here at Ives Run, this is a COE, a Corps of Engineers campground, and the spaces here for the campsites are much bigger than what you would find at a typical RV park. Also, this is a big open field as you see behind us, and there's not too many trees for privacy.
But there is plenty of space. There are about 80 sites that are water, electric, and sewer. There are 50 sites about that are water and electric, and then there's a pine camp which is about a mile down the road that has no hookups, but right there are some sites right on the lake where you can put your kayak right there in the water.
And especially if you like fishing, those would be good sites to go to too.
Oh, absolutely. You can fish right off the end of your site.
There is a camp store here on the property. However, when we visited, it was pretty barren. There wasn't much in the store, but perhaps that was because of the pandemic.
Fair enough. And there is a day use area that has volleyball. There's like 2 ball fields. They don't have bases and such, but they do have backstops. There are 2 pavilion areas or covered picnic areas
That you can rent for the day.
That you can use for the day. There's also a little beach swim area that they have roped off in the lake, which is very nice. And I think there's one other like lakeside pavilion as well. So I think there's actually really like 3 picnic pavilion areas over there.
Thank you for joining Stelbot Adventures at Ives Run Campground. We hope you enjoy the trip. If you like, please leave a comment below, subscribe to our channel, and click that notification button. See you on the next adventure.